Oh, I didn't see you there. Must be time to rate and roast some rigs. I'm so excited. I was also thirsty, so I was taking care of that before I got to the roasting. Makes me thirsty. I don't know what I'm pointing at. What am I even doing right now? Who knows? I'm weird.
He's so weird.
If you would like to submit your own rig for rating and or roasting, feel free to shoot me an email on over to rateorroast@gmail.com and we will get you squared away eventually. Let's get to the first rig, shall we? Okay. You know what? Pretty good amp selection right off the bat. A 5152, which I would love to own again. Call me if you ever want to sell that 5152. Dual rectifier, great. You have a Rivera. Is that a knucklehead? I think it is. Yeah, pretty good. 5153 50 watt, good. Mesa 212, good. You have an EVH 212, good, decent. Miking with the Fredman technique, I see you, 257s, cool. Pretty organized against that wall. So why did you take your pedals and just basically go, I'm using a kicking motion, by the way. Kick, and I kick the pedals. And I'm just gonna leave them astrew everywhere with all the foot switches to the amps. Just, oh, that's horrible. Also, your carpet gives me seizures. Like, not immediately, it's a delay thing. So as soon as I turn off this video, I'm gonna have a seizure because of your rug pattern. Thank you. I don't know, I don't really care about the guitars, but your amp is pretty sick. Another storage tote, which, you know, okay, fine, I guess. But you still have cables. Oh, it's horrible. You coulda had a 4.5 out of 5, but you don't. I'm gonna dock a half. You know what? No, I'm gonna dock you a full beard for the floor situation. 3.5 out of 5 beards. This is kind of cool. I believe that's a Gretsch Black Falcon. You have Strymon Blue Sky, Tonal Recall, a butthole burner from Steel Panther, and a Klon, and a tuner. Satellite amps, very, very cool. The Guns N' Roses framed poster picture thing in the back behind the amp doesn't really make a lot of sense, but this is a clean ass rig. I really like it. Very simple, very effective, very tidy and compact as well. This is definitely a 4 out of 5 beard rig. So this is the kind of room where you save it for last, like when people come over to your house and you're just showing them your house. So you're like, this is my bathroom, you know, it's pretty cool. Like we remodeled it a couple years ago. And then when you get to your studio, you're like, oh, and then there's just this room over here that I like work out of. It's my office kind of. And you open it up and people are like, whoa. This is that room because you have a ton of guitars just on the wall, like mounted like they're a guitar store or like you're in a guitar store. And they're pretty decent guitars too. You got some Solars, you're a big Solar guitar fan. You also have some Ibanezes, a bunch of Ibanezes. Pretty cool. A comfy chair, that chair looks pretty comfy. You have a PV6505 Plus combo, it looks like, and a Marshall JCM 900 dual reverb. Pretty cool. Little, you got your little situation all squared away right there. It looks very comfy. It looks very, like I can feel the hang vibes from here. Pretty decent. I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 beards. Okay, so we have an Ibanez. We have an awful pedal board that looks like it was literally floating like in a lake somewhere, and you're like, ooh, that'll make a good pedal board. Yoink. Tie strapping it down. I'm pretty sure that Digitech whammy pedal costs more than this entire rig combined. Just saying. Let's talk about this red monstrosity on the left. This looks like a homemade guitar, and it looks like it's your first attempt at a homemade guitar at that. This is the ugliest guitar I think I have ever seen. I wouldn't beat someone with this guitar. You know what I mean? Like, whoever sold you this guitar hates you. And whoever gifted you this guitar, if it was in fact like a birthday present, hates you. So Newsflash, your mom hates you. I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to talk about this publicly, but based on that guitar, wherever you got it from, they hate you. And if you made it yourself, you are clearly depressed. 2 out of 5 beards. Oh, look at the wiener dog. Adorable. I don't even see the rest of the rig. I don't even care. That is an adorable ass dog. Also, you have a PRS. But that dog is pretty cool. Sorry, I got lost in dog world. You know, line 6 412, Jackson Juggernaut, some pedals. Again, on a technicality, I have to give you rig 5 out of 5 beards. I'm also not super stoked about it. Rules is rules. Wow. Okay, so this is a good example of having just enough variety for my personal taste, where everything is pretty much covered. You have a JCM 800, it's 2203 on the right. You have a 2-channel rectifier on the left. Each has their matching cabs. You have Ghostbuster toy on the right, a Gremlins toy on the left. You have a Strat, you have a Gibson, you have a pedal board, tidy. In its case, this is a great, great setup. Good vibes from this. Just based on this picture, good vibes. Relaxed jam. Love that. There's nothing, I can't hate on anything in this. Ugh. I'm gonna give you 4.5 out of 5 beards. Wow. What is it with the, okay, I didn't even see the dog before. Okay, so there's a few things going on in this photo. You got some great amps. You got the Boogie, you got the EVH, the Orange, the Friedman. You have a nice little studio setup on the right. You have some really, really cool guitars against the back wall. You have a bass situation on the left. You also have a pillow of Macho Man Randy Savage jumping off the top rope to Jesus. This is the coolest room ever. This is actually like a great rig, but that pillow made me laugh so hard. I had to include it. Pretty good. Also, you have a dog, an adorable sleepy boy. Girl, I don't know what it is, but they're sleepy. Great rig. You know what? Oh, 5 out of 5 beards. So this, I like to call the hostage situation. What kind of rig do you have? Well, it's kind of a hostage situation. You are literally like, all you have left is your tiny Fender combo and your G&L Strat, and you are determined to learn, because I can see you're taking lessons and learning chords off of a Rubbermaid container, and there's a paint bucket next to it. It's like you are literally trapped. You have a phone charger, but you are trapped in this room and being held hostage, but you are determined to learn and bone up on your guitar skills. It's like, you know, during the day, it's put the lotion in the basket. At night or evening time, you're learning a G chord. That's what this looks like to me. I don't know why. You're sitting in that chair and you're just like, well, this is all I have in the world. I have my 3 bottles of water that were given to me, and that's it. And I'm probably gonna eat my guitar strap when I get hungry enough. Yeah, hostage situation. 2 out of 5 beards. And last but not least, the most boring rig I have ever seen. You have a couple of acoustic guitars. You have some kind of a quart guitar. You have things hanging everywhere, an inflatable funny guitar, a tiny Marshall amp, and you have so many hats and headphones that you're like, you know what? I need a rack for these. So you got a rack for your hats and headphones and masks, your COVID masks. This looks like it's in like the back, like the corner of like a vet's office or something. What a weird rig. It's very boring though. which says, man, you're probably just a blast at parties too. I'm gonna give this 1 out of 5 beards. And that does it for this episode of Rate or Roast My Rig. If you'd like your own rig rated and/or roasted, feel free to shoot an email on over to rateorroast@gmail.com. And with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Fluff out. If you enjoyed the video that you just watched, please consider subscribing. It helps me, help you, and then in turn you get more stuff to watch. And also, I have all sorts of stuff down in the description of this video. Sweetwater giveaway stuff, there's all sorts of links to all sorts of things, so consider checking that out as well if you're gonna hang. But if you don't hang, all good. I still love you.